Hi, welcome back to Box of Lights and welcome to this Hostage Negotiator Crime Wave expansion demonstration. This expansion is going to give us much of what we saw in the previous expansions, but there are going to be some additional rules, something a little bit new, and these are with the alert tokens. And what we have in Crime Wave, go and watch my original video if you don't know how to play. What we have in Crime Wave is this additional alert mechanism. And what alert's going to do for us is it's going to ask you to place one of these tokens on a card, and it's going to cause something to happen at a later point. Okay, so it's kind of like a reminder to trigger something at a later point in the game. Okay, so in this example, for example, this is an escape demand. It says spend 3 conversation points to remove this demand from play and replace it with a new revealed escape demand. Okay, this demand is automatically conceded when a gold pivotal event terror card is drawn. Place this next to the terror deck to remind yourself. Okay, and it says the penalty for conceding is the abductor immediately escapes. These are your terror cards as usual, and then we've got these pivotal events. Okay, so here's your set of new pivotal events that are going to come with this expansion. You got +3 to the terror level, discard 3 conversation points, discard your highest cost conversation. So this pivotal event is going to give you some choices to make. Okay, so there's quite a few new, I won't go through the rest, I'm going to leave a little bit for you to learn from, and also same with the terrors. So what you're going to see in the terror deck, as well as things that you're used to seeing, there's more effects on here for unrevealed demands, by the way, is, and these are ticking through the deck, are more of these effects. Let me see if I can find one, there we go. So hanging on every word. So this one says, during the next conversation phase, you may spend a conversation to ignore an end conversation. You can do this as many times as you wish, spending a conversation each time. And it says place 1 alert token on top of this token, this place on your board, to remind you of this effect. So these things are kind of a little bit game changing, not massively so, but they do offer a little bit of variety. The other things we're going to see in Crime Wave expansion, let's have a look at the additional hostage takers. This is our easy one, if you like. Elijah Ramon. Okay, she starts with just 1 starting demand, so no major demand this time. 8 hostages, threat level starts at 4. Anytime 1 or more hostages leave the pool, whether killed or saved, put a new unrevealed escape demand into play up to a maximum of 4. So this one's going to increase her demand. So you really have to keep an eye on these, particularly with more terror cards that punish you for those. Here's Leisure's backstory. She spent her life running from problems. After getting drunk and driving, she didn't see the police officer or the pedestrian on the shoulder of the road until they became victims of a hit and run. She's hunkered down in a fast food joint with 8 hostages. The only thing she wants is to escape, and she'll bolt at the first chance she gets. That's her 1 escape demand. Renisha Sharp, 9 hostages. Threat level only starts at 1 this time, but she does have a major demand. I'll have a look at those in a second. But then you've got this extra effect, hook, line, and in each conversation phase, the first time you make a threat roll with 3 or more dice, increase the threat level. She's a gang leader, and now she's using rival gang members as hostages, and it's up to you to resolve the situation. The major demands we face. I just want to be understood. Good game, sucker. This one has, all 3 of these have these alerts, okay? So the first one says, you must immediately concede this demand when there are no other major demands in play. And the penalty is moving the threat marker to 6 and putting another unrevealed escape demand this time into play. Okay, so the demands are mounting up. some real interesting twists and on the flow of the game, if you like. These ones, if the threat hits S or K, then you must concede this, and then sets the threat level to 3 and get another major demand. And then this one, leave the others alone. Again, an alert here on 5 and -2 conversation points. You must immediately concede if you hit those points. Okay, remove this card from play and discard all 0-cost conversations from your hand, and then reveal another major demand if able. Okay, so again, interesting use of the alerts here, and you're going to have to concede these. It's forcing you to concede them if these scenarios ever come into play. These are the escape demands. We got I'm going to disappear. We've got a speed bike, shut down the power, sit you wide, 2 sedans, and then walking right out of here. We'll come to our negotiator in a minute. Barrett Mullins is our hardest guy, 8, and he starts at K. So he's going to start by trying to kill people. He has a major demand and an escape demand at the start of the game. He starts with 1 killed hostage up to 8, so he's already killed somebody. And then he has call Barrett's BS. Once per conversation, if the threat level is 3 or greater, you can discard 1 conversation card to reduce threat level or increase conversation points. So he's easily talked around. He's furious. He's already killed a hostage and threatening to kill more. Something's made him go ballistic. If you're going to save the rest of the hostages from Barrett's wrath, you'll need to find out who you're supposed to call and find out quickly. So he's got some major demands. Let's take a look at those. Here we go. So, talk to my mother, spend 4 conversation, to roll 5 dice for each success -1, and then at the beginning of the conversation, this is your penalty for conceding, discard 1 conversation card if able, remain to play until he's abducted. So call my mother, call my lawyer, call my girlfriend. The good thing is that if you're going to concede these demands, get the conversation really working for you. But the penalties aren't too tough. So again, these cards are all about changing the flow of the game and the way that Hostage Negotiator plays. Finally then, let me show you your new Negotiator cards. So this time, we're playing a female negotiator. Let's have a look at our zeros. You'll notice too that there's an expansion pack icon, this little red pistol in a circle in the bottom left here on these conversation cards. So we've got small talk. So these are all kind of the usual. Keep cool. What are your demands? Okay. And then here's your 1 costs. Consider this. Re-rolling a threat die. Just take a breath is your 2 cost, and you talk, I'll listen. Okay. We've also got you're in a tight spot, I can help. Now here's some 3s. We've got hostage escort, letting you free some hostages. 4 cost, little compromises. So these things so far, they're what you're used to seeing, right? Play hardball, +5 conversation points, which is nice. Extend the conversation. Secret extraction is your 6 cost, 7. All snipers engage target. Abductor eliminated. And then your 8 cost this time is total mind control. You can really control the threat level, and you're going to find these useful, especially when you're trying to come up against some of these new abductors. Okay, particularly Barrett here, who's resetting the threat level to K with some of his demands. Okay, and Renisha, who's increasing the threat level all the time. So that's your Crime Wave expansion. The basic game rules remain unchanged, which is something I really like. This is just adding more stuff to the game and really playing with the flow of the game a little bit, especially with those alerts. Look out for it. I hope you enjoy it. You're going to find a few little surprises in the Kickstarter. If you watch the Kickstarter now, there's some things that AJ's holding back and will hopefully keep you interested. A good one to look out for. Thanks for watching. See you next time.